Welcome to Tantrum Mouse Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Today we're looking at board games launching the second half of May 2018. And if you listen to podcasts, tune in to the Tantrum House Board Gaming Podcast that releases every Monday. We look at the board games that will be launching that week. Here are a few that I missed but are still launching in May. Skull Tales Full Sail is a semi-co-op pirate adventure game for 1 to 5 players. Bezier Games launches 1 week Ultimate Werewolf, takes the exciting gameplay of 1 night Ultimate Werewolf and twists it up in a knot with ever-increasing tension as you venture into the special rooms of Ludwig Castle. Each room provides a special power, and those powers are the key to figuring out the mystery of who among you is a werewolf. Roles can be viewed and switched several times over before all is said and done, and the final vote takes place. Impulse launches Mad Love on May 15th, believing you've made the archaeological discovery of a lifetime. You and your intrepid partner enter the lost pyramid of Nalarul, only to be immediately trapped in an endless Lovecraftian dreamscape full of maddening visions of terror. Mad Love is a co-op pocket card game of memory and deduction for 2 people, played with a deck of just 18 cards. IDW Games launches Splat Attack on May 16th, positioned as an all-out food brawl between the most beloved Nickelodeon characters from the 1990s. Nickelodeon Splat Attack has players controlling teams and flinging food at each other in an effort to hold key positions in the properly themed food court to become king of the court. Imaginarium is coming to Kickstarter on May 16th. You are going to repair, dismantle, combine, and use curious machines to receive charcoalium, the local currency, and resources, wood, copper, crystal, that will allow you to repair other, even more powerful machines. You'll be able to complete projects and earn victory points by managing your resources, your combination of actions, and the space available for the machines in your workshop. May 18th, we'll see Brutus the board game. Each player is one of the VIPs of Small City. Each one hides behind a pseudonym of a Roman emperor based on the special ability that player chooses at the beginning of the game. The goal of the game is to racketeer the commerces, to rob the residences, and to hire new thugs in the industries. 7 Ghosts from Buddy Pal Games launches May 19th. Be the first to capture 7 ghosts. Roll dice to collect zombies, renegade pumpkins, and ghosts. Visit haunted houses for important clues that can lead to victory. Hinder opponents with cards like Off Limits and Scared Witless. Simon is launching a Kickstarter on May 21st for Arcadia Quest Riders and is a short 5-day campaign. Wisdom of Solomon is coming May 21st on Kickstarter as a 2 to 5 player worker placement game taking place during the reign of King Solomon. Players act as governors for Solomon, sending out workers to gather resources, build structures, and expand Solomon's influence in the kingdom. The player who curries the most favor will be crowned the winner. On May 21st, we'll see New Corp Order. With the influence of the guilty governments fading away, megacorps are starting to control the world, but they have to be cautious. In this brave new world of hyper-connected citizens, wary of the mistakes of the past, media conglomerates hold the key to planetary domination. New Corp Order is a game of infiltration, manipulation, and world domination for 1 to 4 megacorp executives. Herbaceous Sprouts from Pencil First Games is launching May 22nd. It's a 1 to 4 player drafting set collection dice game. It plays in about 30 minutes, and it's by Steve Finn, Ed Baraff, and Beth Sobel, the same team as Herbaceous and Sunset Over Water. You play as gardeners who are collecting seeds and using tools in order to grow sprouts in the community garden. Whoever earns the most points will become the head gardener. MourneQuest relaunches on May 22nd. It's a 2 to 4 player co-op board game based on the novel MourneQuest. Friends race towards the goal. They gather power from the land itself with granite, blackthorn, flax, and gold fueling their quest and magical items to boost their skills. But even the bogbeans, the normally elusive fairy folk of the dark forest and marshlands, seem set to block their path. Together, the heroes face an epic struggle to escape the bogbeans, dispel the nightmares, and finally defeat Shim-Navor. Consumption will launch on May 22nd. It's a worker placement resource management game about meeting your body's food needs. Shopping and cooking or going out to various eateries is central to the strategy that is balanced by physical activity to help you burn extra calories. Points are earned by completing recipes and activities, but ultimately, giving your body what it needs to be happy earns the most points, as various diseases can sneak up on you if you're not careful. Thing 12 Games launches Seals of Cthulhu on May 22nd. It is a bidding, bluffing card game set within a Cthulian universe where 2 players battle for the fate of the world. 1 player plays the role of the cultist and the other the investigator. On May 23rd, we'll see Going Further. It's a fast solo game. Estimated playing time is about 1 to 5 minutes. On May 28th, we'll see When Cutie Met Patootie. This is the first game of the Entanglement series by the Daniel Zayas company. This game ships with a mini-expansion titled The Man Who Moves the Water, which allows for solo play. Welcome to the Jungle launches end of May. It's an inventory and hand management game with card battling elements for 2 to 4 players. On May 29th, we'll see Fantastic Factories. You race to manufacture the most goods or build the most prestigious buildings. There are elements of dice rolling, worker placement, engine building, resource management, tableau building, simultaneous play, and some card drafting. Each round is split into 2 phases, the market phase and the work phase. 25th Century Games is launching Christmas Lights on May 29th. Players swap, play, trade, and draw Christmas light bulbs into their own sets of lights in an attempt to be the first to complete 2 sets. Picky Eater launches the end of May. Players try to get the highest scoring foods and toppings on their plate while helping your opponents to get stuck with the other ones. It's easy to learn and replayable. Cheeky Pear Games is launching Flaming Pyramids on May 30th. Players build one pyramid together out of square tiles. Each player is trying to be the first to get rid of their tiles. There are rules concerning where a tile can be placed, and sometimes the placement causes the pyramid to collapse or even ignite. Black Forest Studio is launching Carrier on May 30th. It's an expansion to the original Infected game and introduces new characters, abilities, and chain reactions, which can dramatically impact your game. Overturn Rising Sands launches the end of May. It's a tactical combat-based RPG board game with co-op elements to it. It uses the rich Middle Eastern folklore as a backdrop to tell its story, which is ingrained in supernatural elements, legends, and conspiracies. Combo Fighter launches sometime in May. It's a card-driven rendition of the classic arcade fighting game. You take the role of a colorful and fantastic martial artist, represented by a 50-card deck, and go up against a fierce opponent. Alternatively, you can partner up with a friend and take on 2 opponents in team battle mode, or fight a handful of characters in Battle Royale variant. Kitten Casualty comes to Kickstarter the end of May. It's back with an all-new remastered edition, featuring all-new artwork and new gameplay. Near the end of May, we'll see Goblivion. It's a solo or 2-player co-op deck-building card game. You play the role of the king or the queen of Goblivion Kingdom. You must defend your castle and repel the goblins and trolls invasion. You start the game with cards that represent your starting peasants. You must train them to upgrade your army and have a chance to survive the terrible goblins and trolls. And we may see Thundergriff Games launching Tang Garden either the end of May, beginning of June. It's a Zen-like game that will take you to the first golden age of China, where players will progressively build a garden by creating the landscape, placing the scenery, and projecting their vision through vertical panoramas. During the construction, noblemen will visit the garden to admire the surroundings and the way the nature elements coexist in the most breathtaking scenery humankind has ever laid their eyes upon. Well, 2 games I'm interested in from this list are 1 Week Ultimate Werewolf from Bézier Games and Imaginarium. Well, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.